I think it's lagged. Your arms are moving. Alrighty, we're gonna get started with the eval prep. Lonnie, can you move over to the middle for me, please, just so my body cam could get you, so they could count you for it. Alrighty, you guys, we're gonna get started with the eval prep. This is going over the whole PD handbook. So if you have any questions, you'll be able to ask them at the end of the book, okay? One more is missing. And if you're doing your... Okay. Well, if they don't come in time, that's their fault. This is gonna be the longest one, and they're gonna have to wait to take another one. So if you're doing your macros, it's okay because I know you're listening. You're good. So I'm gonna get started with you guys. I'm gonna explain the PD handbook, what we have to go over and what we have to know for the eval. The chain of command is the most important one because you will be asked that on the PD. No, on the eval. So chain of command: chief, DFG, colonel, gen, lieutenant, majors, HRTO, HFTO, SFTO, FTO, RTO, vested, badged, and rookies. So when you first start off, you're a rookie. Then later on, once you finish that eval, you will be a badge. After a while, you get your arrest and everything. You will be a vested and you will be a field training officer. So your number one priority is to help all rookies and train them for the next thing to come. Once you're vested, we leave the rookies in your hands. So we depend on you to train these rookies. Next would be FTO. FTO is what I just described, a vested. SFTO is the supervisor field training operation. So they'll be watching over all your trainings to see if you're doing it correctly. HFTO is in charge of everybody that's training, all the trainings, everything, conducting the trainings. Major Gen, you will see right next to me, Jayla right here. She is a Major Gen. So once you're a Major Gen, you get your blue suit. Your responsibilities are looking over everybody in PD. So pretty much vested, rookies, badges, all of that. Lieutenant Gen, you are in charge of that as well. And you also are in charge of, you know, if there's an issue, supervisor is needed. If somebody is arrested and it's false imprisonment, they will be able to get them out, especially if it's false. Colonels are in charge of what the DFGs does, but a little bit less responsibility. Colonels actually, they will be helping interview, hiring events, all of the above what major generals do, but include the hiring events and stuff. And DFGs, we are assistants to chief. So same thing you see chief doing, we will be doing. We hire, we fire, we host hiring events, all of that. So we have 2 DFGs in PD, and that would be Nicholas Wesley and me. So I'm gonna read out to you guys the job descriptions. Rookies, you would have to be doing mission patrols, trainings, and ride-alongs. When on ride-alongs, work the police radio. Do any of you guys know how to work the police radio? I'll explain that at the end. You're gonna put in this the chat /Flobby, FLOBBY, and write anything you want, and that's how you know you're in the radio when it comes up blue. You are expected to be professional as rookies, badge vets, whatever you are, you're supposed to remain professional. When attending a training, make sure you know the name of the person that trained you. Just because if you don't and they lose your thing, we have no way of knowing who trained you. And we have to take accountability. So if someone trained you and lost it and forgot about it, we want them to take accountability for it, and we will need you guys to provide their name. So once you're finished with all of that, and you get your eval, you will be a badge. As a badge, you have to respond to 1032s, which is backup. Backup, when an officer requests for backup outside, that's your number one thing to do. You have to arrest, you have to do violations, and then after you get all of that, arrest videos, everything, arresting, you'll be able to qualify for your sergeant major, your vest. So when you get your vest, you'll be a field training officer. And that's when I said in the beginning, you guys will have to train rookies and everything. Vested, I explained vested. Okay, after vested, if you are picked to be a SFTO, that's Supervisor Field Training Operation. Usually when you're picked, it's only 2-3 of them. When you're picked, that means you're ahead of the game. That means you're doing everything you're supposed to, you're working hard, and you're gonna be a supervisor for all vested. HFTO is head of field training operations. They are to watch over all field training. They're to not conduct them, but like set them up, do everything with rookies, host trainings, make sure FTOs and SFTOs is doing their job. SFTOs, I forgot to add, is like HFTOs assistants. So pretty much they got to make sure they're doing every type of training and make sure every rookie is on board. Major Generals, as I said before, is blue suits, a leader of the faction. So you lead by example. You earned that blue suit. We expect you to uphold that, and we expect you to act professional at every time. I forgot to add that vesteds are supposed to be at hiring events. If you can't make it, that's fine. But we expect you to be at hiring events, just as blue suits. Blue suits need to help with hiring events as well. Blue suits also do evals, the test, they do that as well, and eval prep. Please, with blue suits, once you get to a blue suit, don't confuse that role with metal farming. We get a lot of people that metal farm and stay here and don't do anything and pretend they're supervising. We will count that, and we will catch that, and you will get in trouble. When a blue suit needs to correct any officer in the field, they are to report to DFG and chief. When anything happened, they are to give body cams and everything, explain to us what happened, and then we proceed with the consequences of the rookie, vested, or badge that did anything wrong. Lieutenant General will continue blue suit duties. They're to check body cams, report any problem they see, and correct our officer if necessary. Colonel General, continue blue suit duties. You're responsible for hiring and holding the hiring events. DFG, assisting the chief in anything that needs to be done. You are to take the position as chief if chief is not here. So, like I said, Jayla is MG, I am DFG. SRT, Special Response Team. So once you become vested, you will have 3 units to join. We have a new one, State Trooper Unit. We have SRT, Special Response Team. They will be working with the military, arrests, deployments, raids, everything. And then there's sheriffs. Sheriffs only work on, well, not only, but they do wanted. So if you like wanteds or catching people, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Usually, sometimes they log off and stuff. It's like but sometimes you do catch them. So what we're gonna do is follow the chain of command. You always gotta follow this chain of command, and I've been so strict on it lately. If you are a rookie, you will go to a badge. If you are a badge, you will go to a vested. If you are a vested, you will go to a blue suit, a MG. If a MG needs anything, they will go to a LT. If a LT is stuck, they will go to CG. If a CG is stuck, they will come to the DFG or the chief. Now, it's not always that situation. The next thing is conduct. I said conduct. I mean conduct. Conduct. I'm so sorry. All officers are held at higher standard and are expected to act accordingly. This means not acting unprofessional in front of lower ranking officers. Tasing for rank up is to be done by equivalent or high ranking officer. Throwing punches or any other inappropriate behavior in front of lower ranking officers will not be tolerated. They may lead to a reprimand or a demotion. Just like I told those two rookies punching each other, I gave them a warning. You're not supposed to be doing anything like that unless it's a training or a taser training or anything hosted in a gym and it's permission. You definitely could do that. Speed limits. These speed limits, if you took your driving test, you would know about these speed limits. Once you pass your test, if you fail to obey the traffic laws, will result into an automatic reprimand. And a reprimand, you get 3 reprimands until you're dismissed. A second offense will lead to termination. Now, sometimes they don't even get to 3. Sometimes it's straight termination, especially when we have proof. Officers must start obeying traffic laws. PD, VDMing, or similar offenses are unacceptable, and that's to everybody. Green zone speed limit is 40, not exceeding 60. Venice, no more than 60. Compton, between 80 to 100, but in pedestrian areas, no more than 40. Elsewhere, no more than 100. PD garage is 25. So now we're gonna move on to RP rules. This is one state RP rules, and we have to obey them literally. If you don't, you will be terminated, whatever you call it, warning, reprimand, and we don't want to have to do that. RP1 is deathmatch, dealing damage or killing another's player character for no RP reason. Have you guys ever seen those gang members or those suspects that go down the street and randomly shoot people? If you report that /NRP to admins, they will get an RP1 and they will get banned. That's, you're killing someone for no RP reason. RP2 is deathmatch auto, dealing, damaging, or destroying another's player vehicle for no RP reasons. Like I said, have you guys ever seen another person just shoot up somebody's car for no reason while they're passing by or doing whatever? Yeah, that's an RP2, and you can get in trouble. Every offense I name, you will get in trouble if it's body cam, and you will be banned and blacklisted. Next one is non-RP power, exceeding the physical capabilities of a RP character. /NRP, if you know you can't do it in real life, please don't try to do it on here, because pretty much it's unrealistic. It is very unrealistic, and that is non-RP. You cannot take down a whole, like, you cannot, first of all, there's a RP about this. Give me a second, you guys. What happened, Holy? It's okay, sir. I got Jayla here. If anything, I got her here. It's okay. Alrighty. So I forgot to tell you guys the offense of it. The RP1 is 20 minutes in 1-state jail. RP2 is punishment 20 minutes in 1-state jail. RP3 is 10 minutes in 1-state. But if we end up doing it, then you're gonna get a ban. You're part of the faction. You're not supposed to do it. RP4, public. RP4 is non-role play on NRP, violation of the RP character action logic and creation of unrealistic situations. Just like I said pertaining to that other RP rules. If it's unrealistic, you can get in trouble by it, because come on now, if it's just knowing, like I said, you can't do it in real life, please don't do it on here, because you're breaking so much RP rules. RP5, metagaming. We have a lot of people that do that, and I need you guys to understand, metagaming is not only bringing real world information into here. Metagaming, if somebody else is on your account and controlling your account and we catch you, you will be banned. That's RP5. You will no longer be in PD, and you could get blacklisted for that. Also, if you're doing anything else with real world information, creating a second account, and we find out you're doing that and you're trolling or whatever in PD or doing whatever, that's RP5, and you will get banned for that and blacklisted. RP6, RP rejection. Listen, we have to RP at all times. If we reject the RP just to their advantage, they can get RP 6. You're not supposed to do that, just for your advantage. It's not okay. This is a RP game, so we will proceed like it. RP disimbalance. You know when people be spamming /do me all types in the chat? That is a RP7, RP disbalance. You're not supposed to abuse those commands or spam those commands. RP8. This is very common, and I want to tell you guys, if you are away from your phone /NRP for more than 5 minutes, listen, just log off. If you're going to do something for more than 5 minutes, just log off, because if we catch you and it's more than 10 minutes and you're not moving or anything, that is a 3-day ban from admins, and they take that seriously. So pretty much, if you guys are away from your phone and know you're going to be away from your phone, just log out. We'll still be here when you come back. RP9, drive-by, damaging or killing another player's character with any vehicle. Pretty much VDM. I know all you guys know what a VDM is. We get it on the daily. You know what I mean? So you can get in trouble and banned for that. RP10, repeat kill. Have you guys ever noticed when someone goes down and someone kill them and they go down and they get revived, they get killed again back to back? That's a RP10. You can get in trouble and banned for that as well. Punishment, banned for 30 minutes. RP11, non-compliance with protective area, committing crimes or attacking other characters in green areas or work zones. So if you get caught, including officers, shooting AK M4 in a green zone, that is RP11. You are not listening. In a green zone, you are only supposed to have a taser or a pistol. Anything else, you will get in trouble. And trust me, admins take that serious because they want everybody to obey that. RP12, NRP, kidnapping, unrealistic kidnap attempt. Listen, you cannot kidnap 10 people for one person. That's so unrealistic. Kidnapping more than 5 people as one person is very unrealistic. It happens in real life sometimes, rarely. But doing it in here, that's so unrealistic. So doing it in here is so unrealistic. Is very unrealistic, so don't do it. And punishment is 30 minutes in 1-state jail. Faction NRP, RP13, we take that serious, and a lot of officers get it from like daily. And man, when they first get badged, they get it. It's very serious. This goes for all faction members, especially officers. If you guys go ahead and tase somebody without dropping a macro or a shoot somebody without an RP reason or any of that, then listen, you will get in trouble for RP13, and that's a ban, and they take that seriously. You will be blacklisted. Seriously. It happens all the time when we catch people excessively tasing or tasing with no macros. The next one is RP14, and I take this very seriously. We all do. Sexual harassment, men or women. Please do not offer advantages, do not offer anything sexually or anything against nobody, like anybody's will. Pretty much always have consent. It better be consensual, because if I catch it's not consensual, ooh, you're blacklisted, I promise you. But men and women, don't make advantages at somebody knowing they don't like it or it's no consent. Everything has to be consensual, including jokes and all of that. If we find out it's not and we get sent body cam or anything, you're going. And I promise you, you're going. I don't play with that. Any RP13, RP14, I'm not playing with that. The next one would be RP15, disruption of faction operations. If it's a hiring event and you're playing with your friends or a civilian is like making a disruption or anything, that's RP15. You can get in trouble. And if we body cam it, it is termination. It's prohibited at any time. Keep the jokes. It's a place and time for everything. Tasing, shooting, all of that during a hiring event or any event, that's horrible. You will get banned or in trouble. Next one, it's a new one. It's called RP16. They added, it's a crime against emergency responders. You'll notice you see this a lot of people trying to shoot and kill medics and stuff. If you get that on body cam, please send that up to admins. That's a straight ban. The next thing would be PD policies. Respect is a must. Respect everyone. Okay? I don't care who you are. Do not talk back. Respect everybody. It's criminals. Do not go into jail cells when you're badge and start fussing with the criminals because you will be in trouble. If you're having a conversation, don't disrespect anyone. Respect everybody. And if you have an issue, please, we do not tolerate toxic environment. Do not gossip about people. Do not bully anybody or any of that. That is dismissal. You're creating a toxic environment and we don't play that. Follow the speed limits. I know some of y'all got your y'all driving test. The speed limits I read earlier, you got to follow it. If not, you can definitely get in trouble. You could get a warning. If you are a badge, it's a rep. If it's too much VDM, everything, it's dismissal. Please follow the speed limits and we can tell when you're not. Follow the traffic laws. You got to stop at red lights and stop signs. Turn signals are not mandatory. You don't have to do all that. That's crazy. That's not me. You don't got to do all that. AFK is prohibited. I just told you guys about RP8. It's prohibited and you will not come back. You will be dismissed. Follow the chain of command. I told you guys about following the chain of command. If you guys do not follow the chain of command, I am giving out warnings. I am tired of it and it leads to insubordination. Because I'm telling you guys over and over again, follow the chain of commands. If you got to report somebody about something serious, then that's fine. Let us know. That's good. Let us know. Send us screenshots, screen recording, body cam. But please follow the chain of command while asking for evals and stuff. Make sure you do not DM my high-ranking officers for evals. Do not harass them or spam them about that because I will know and you will get in trouble and a warning. I don't play that. Activity is a must. You have to be active every day, at least 2 hours. If there's something that goes up and you go days without being active, please let us know on Discord/NRP. Full RP is a must. Even if your criminal or suspect isn't acting in RP, breaking RP, it's okay. You have to remain in full RP or you will get in trouble. Next is always follow higher up orders. If they give you an order and they're disrespectful, please screen record, body cam it, okay? And send it up to us. We have no problem with dealing with it. Nobody's untouchable. We are going to talk to every and anybody. It's not okay for people to mistreat or disrespect anyone just because they're ranked. But if they're giving you an order for you to do something or like you need it and to make you better and stuff, and you talk back, and we're not dealing with that. That's insubordination. We're not dealing with that. Higher ups is supposed to guide you through PD. Do you guys? I'm not gonna ask you that. Do you guys understand right now? Because I'm gonna ask that at the end. Don't listen in on meetings. We can catch you when you listen on meetings. Your name shows when you go towards a certain distance. We can tell. We do watch that when people listen on meetings, and you will get in trouble. That's not okay. That is very disrespectful. Close all doors except the mission room, infirmary, or armory. The mission room is this floor. You will go through this floor. That big old doors. You can keep that open. Floor 0. That floor 0 right there. The armory or infirmary door will always be open. But other than that, every other door, keep it closed. And when you get badge, especially the what's that called? Jail door, always have to stay closed. Do not barge into the room. Before you even go to somebody's room, make sure /do knock. Make sure you knock. If you don't, you will get in trouble if you barge in. Seriously, and it's not a joke. And subordination, I told you guys about this, and subordination is prohibited. If you guys are talking back and it's more than one time, we will dismiss you. It's not funny. You're disrespecting everybody and you becoming toxic, and we don't tolerate that. If somebody's trying to help you, tell you something, or educate you about something, and you're disrespectful back to them, especially a higher up or a lower rank, it doesn't matter. That's insubordination, and that's not okay. You cannot give orders to supervisors or high-ranking officers. If you do want to do suggestions, that's fine. You could be like, hey, maybe we do this and that. That's fine, but do this, do that to a high-ranking officer or supervisor is not okay, and you will get in trouble. You must pay attention to the radio and respond. So I told you guys you have to put /Flobby, anything you want. If someone calls your name in a radio, you will respond with that /Flobby and respond. If it's a radio check, you will respond with /Flobby 10-4. Once you become badge, you must post body cam footage and booking information always, because admins look at that, and if something happened and they don't see it, that's dismissal. If you guys fail to post it, that is definitely dismissal. As a badge, I always tell badges, for the first couple of weeks, ride with a partner. Just because it's going to be easy dropping all macros and everything, and it's make sure you don't mess up or get a RP13. Make sure you ride with the partner. You cannot patrol or police in personal vehicles. So if we find out you're doing that, you're getting in trouble, and it's going to be a rep if you're a badge. If you're a rookie, that's dismissal. All officers must only drive cars that the game rank allows them to drive, and not any other cars. So when you're a badge, you start off driving a Crown Vic. If you see a Charger or a Porsche or any other SUV and you want to drive it, please ask for permission. If you don't, you will get in trouble. Do not patrol HP unless, I say this, unless you're with a partner or you got permission, or you can go to HP. They actually cleared that. We could go to HP now. Also, this last one is, if someone uses your account, you will still be held responsible for any actions took. That's RP5. So that's dismissal, especially for what they do. That's straight dismissal. Now I'm gonna move on to violations. These are the violations we're gonna give. When you are a badge, you're only gonna start off with administrative violations. If you need any other violation, then you will request a supervisor. Once you request a supervisor, tell them what violation you need. And once you tell them what violation you need, they will be able to administer the violation for you. So criminal violation, 20 minutes in jail. 1.1, capture of state institutions. If you notice, when a lot of people pile in the PD lobby, and if they have their guns out and it's a bunch of them and all of that, that's a 1.1. 1.2, taking power by force. Like, I'm pretty much robbing a police officer. I don't know how you say any of that. Like, pretty much taking power by force, like taking over, I guess, robbing a faction member or something, a police officer. I don't know. I have to clarify that, because we barely even use that. The next one would be 1.3, taking hostages or kidnapping. That happens a lot, not in the unrealistic situations, but that happens a lot. And if you catch, usually SRT, oh my gosh, girl, usually SRT, they handle hostage. You see that? She would get a 1.3. Ain't no way. But you cannot kidnap a police officer, though, you guys. That's against the one state RP rules. Please don't put in the radio, oh, I'm gonna kidnap. I've been kidnapped, bro. We're gonna look at you and be like, are you for real? Like, you cannot kidnap no damn officer, and no faction member. The next one would be fatal collision 1.4 with the pedestrian. If you VDM somebody, or if they do and they kill somebody, that's a 1.4. You're done. That's crazy. That will be reported to admins and you will go to jail. So good luck with that. 1.5, attempted theft. Pretty much robbing somebody. Like, hey, I never seen somebody rob somebody before though. Rob somebody, attempted theft, 1.5. 1.6, thank you. 1.6, robbery of a police officer. Man, listen, I never seen someone attempt to rob a police officer. I don't even think anybody would dare to. That's 1.6. But if they try to do that to you and you boom, boom, drop your macros and tase them and handcuff, please, you can, yeah, for real, you can charge them with a 1.6. You know what I mean? So that's robbery of police officer. 1.7, or uncoordinated entry onto territory protected by law. So if you ask someone to leave the PD lobby and they don't leave and they're causing a disruption or with their gun out, that's a 1.7. If they do that onto, like, for instance, when we ride to base and have a meeting and we catch civilians not listening to the soldiers, and they ask them to leave and they don't leave, we charge them with a 1.7. We'll take them to jail and charge them with a 1.7. Just like HP. HP, whew, everybody get 1.7 if you get caught by any officer. You have a 1.7. 1.8, collision with the pedestrian. The difference between a 1.4 and 1.8, 1.4 is fatal. 1.8 is just hitting somebody, VDMing somebody, and you don't kill them. Usually that's a lot. Like, really? Yeah, that happens a lot. 1.9, discharging a weapon in a public place. This is going to be your most used violation because people love to have their guns out in PD lobby. Yep, including us as well. People love to have their guns out in green zones, PD lobby, hospital, HP, places they're not supposed to, and that's going to be a 1.9. Please, it doesn't mean they're discharging their weapon. It's just they have, I know it's confusing by the violation, but they don't have to discharge it. They just have to have it out. And you warn them with the macros. If they don't put their weapon down, then you're going to charge them with a 1.9. 1.10, bribing a police officer. Happens a lot. Like, they try to bribe you. And please, make sure your body cam is on so we know they're bribing you and you hit them with that 1.10. 1.11, murder of a civilian or police officer, which is very common. If it's in a green, that's a 1.10. But if it's in a green zone, the state automatically gives them a 1.10. You won't have to. But if it's outside of green zone, neutral, red zone, whatever, yeah, you have to hit them with that 1.11 if they kill your partner or anything. 1.12, assault on a police officer. Listen, this doesn't only mean hitting a police officer. If they shoot you one time and don't kill you, you can hit them with that. If they're tasing you, doing anything, assault is assault. If they're assaulting you at all with anything, that's a 1.12. But if it's in green zone, you won't have to give them that. But like I said, rookies don't badge don't give those type of violations. So you'll have to request for a higher up. So Jayla or Troy, you will have to request for anyone in their position, and they will assist you with that criminal violation. Next one is civil violation. 2.1, damage to state property. If somebody ram into your PD car, keep messing up your PD car, shoot out your PD car, 2.1, damage to state property. 2.2, harm or damage to private property. If you see somebody trying to destroy somebody else, a civilian car, or do anything to their car, that's a 2.2, harm, damage to private property. 2.3, false calls to police and or emergency service. We see that a lot in the chat, and it's a setup or something else. If you get them, you could charge them with a 2.3. Okay, debauchery. Turning on music after being asked to turn it off. Spitting in someone's face. Happens a lot. They like to spit in an officer's face. Nasty. What's that call it? People like to spit in our faces, and it's crazy. So you can charge them with that 2.4. Or when you're trying to talk to them in a car and they're blasting music, charge them with that 2.4. Or if they're in public and you're arresting them or anything, you can charge them with a 2.4. 2.5, we get this all the time. Murder, threats, and murder. Listen, if they murder a civilian, hit them with that 2.5, just as well as the 1.11. But when they're threatening you while you're doing the arrest procedure, hit them with that 2.5. 2.6, insulting a state employee. Our favorite. It happens a lot, 95% of the time. You hit up that 2.6 when they insult you or anyone around you. Extortion, 2.7. I'm guessing like blackmailing and stuff. That's a 2.7. I never came across something like that. I don't know. The next one is administrative violation. 3.1, resisting arrest. The next one is 3.1, resisting arrest. If someone's trying to run over away from you and you're trying to arrest them, that's 3.1, most common one all the time. Disobeying a police officer, most common one as well. And these police officers will tell you that 3.2 is so common. You'll hit them with that if they disobey you and you drop your macros, they don't listen, or they don't listen to you at all. 3.3, aiding the resisting of arrest. Yep. Aiding is resisting of arrest. If you're trying to arrest somebody and their friend or anyone is trying to stop that, and you arrest them, give them a 3.3 as well as a 3.2. That is crazy. 3.4, violation of traffic rules, driving in the opposite lane, hitting poles, running red lights. Any of that, when you're on a pursuit, all of that, you hit them with a 3.4. 3.5, assault on a civilian. If you see somebody fighting and or somebody punching on a civilian randomly and stuff and you arrest them, give them a 3.5. 3.6 is most common, refusal of documents, requested documents. In an arrest procedure, you will, when you come back to PD, you will request for their documents and ask for them. If they refuse, then that's a 3.6. And I usually, here, Papa, here, wait, don't squeeze it. I usually give them 2 warnings, sometimes 3 if I'm feeling nice that day. If they don't, then give them a 3.6. Okay, the next one would be for rookies. Everything you're not allowed to do. Disrespect anyone. We take that serious. We don't tolerate it. Like I said, just don't let us find out you're disrespecting anybody. Make arrests, disobey orders, go to first floor, spawn personal cars. I don't care if you're trying to see your car. Ask for permission first and spawn it in the garage. Then that's fine. Spawn PD RP cars. It's the red circle next to the purple circle exiting the garage. Do not go in that circle and spawn it. Please do not do it because we see it. If we don't see it up here, other officers see it, other rookies see it. Engage in discussion with civilians. Please don't do that. I told y'all from the beginning, don't engage in discussion with civilians, gang members. If you get badged, don't be in that jail room conversating, talking crap to them, all of that. Be and stay connected with gang members. Do not do that. That's kind of, it makes it iffy and we're watching you. It doesn't look right on PD. You cannot tase anyone. Use your taser unless it's a training. You cannot use any weapons at all, literally at all. So don't think about when we go downstairs and I see a gun or Troy see a gun aiming towards somebody else, then you will get in trouble. You're not supposed to have a weapon out. Go to upgrade your business without a supervisor. So a vested or a blue suit, you can ask them to go outside with you. And if they take you, that's fine. But if they don't, or there's nobody around, please don't go because you will get in trouble. Go on a ride along with another rookie. So that has something to do with that other rule. You cannot find an RP car. Your MP car, nobody can get in your MP car, so you can't do any of that. But if you have an RP car and we find out you're in trouble, and if you have another rookie inside, you're all in trouble. So everybody in that car associated is in trouble. Go on a ride along with a civilian. I've seen it so many times. Do not do that. It's literally, do not do that. Handcuff anyone without permission. We see it. If you handcuff somebody and they spawn, best believe they gonna spawn because they scared or something. You're gonna see it in that chat and we're gonna pull you and you're likely to be warned or terminated, especially if the rules were explained to you. Speed in the city and run red lights. We can tell when you're speedy, as I said in the beginning, we can tell. So if admin, officer, civilian catch you speeding and we get that body cam, you're in trouble. Please don't flip your car, please, because once you flip your car, we know you speeding. The next one would be, oh, what did I do? The next one would be address other officers with anything else other than sir and ma'am. When you come up to an officer, talk to an officer, anything is sir and ma'am. Please don't be like, bro, dude, what's up, baby? What's up, home girl? This and that, especially in a professional setting. We don't take kindly to that. If it's your friend and y'all play like that and it's one-on-one, that's okay, but please don't do that in front of people and stuff. Do anything out the ordinary without asking for permission. If we catch you doing anything out of the ordinary, you're in trouble. But if you got permission and we they let us know, then okay. Get out the car without permission from a general plus or a training officer. On a ride along, you're not supposed to get out the vehicle for any reason. If your higher ranking officer in the car with you, they die, you're gonna press /respond. The next one would be respond to a 32 radio call. You will not respond to that call until you are badged. That is backup. Go into the jail room. If y'all go into that jail room, trust me, when I tell y'all, civilians will tell on you. Other officers will tell on you. If we catch you, because we're always moving around, you will be in trouble. Blast music through your mic, you will be in trouble for that as well. Hold your mic while higher up is already using the mic to communicate. I find that so disrespectful. I find that really disrespectful. If we're trying to talk to you and everything and you're holding your mic talking over us, that is so disrespectful. ask for rank ups or promotion. Please don't ask us for rank ups or promotion. Don't spam us. Don't do any of that. What your rank up and promotion will be coming if you are doing your job, if you are active and all of that. Chief sees it. She see it all, so she will rank you up. You will start rank up after your badge. Once you get your badge, that's when rank ups start. You'll do MPs, arrest, RPs. Also, listen to people talk in a room without knocking and letting them know you are there. do not ear hustle. What ear hustling is being ear hustling. You be nosy. Do not try to listen on meetings. Seriously, that's one of the PD rules. Ignore when you are being called through the radio. If you do, I promise you, and you're a rookie, that's usually a warning or termination. If you're a badge, that is a rep. So if they're calling you and it's been a certain time and you're not responding, but you're on, that is a rep, best believe. The next one is be away AFK. I told y'all about that. AFK, you will get in trouble. You get a 3-day ban and you will be dismissed from the faction. Do not spam us with requesting for eval tests. If all your trainings are not done, do not spam us with any of that. We see it. You have to request for it in the FTO channel. If I find out any of you guys are spamming or harassing high-ranking officers, you will be in trouble. Trust me. And they do talk. They will tell us because it's not okay. It is very frustrating, especially at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning and getting spams. Next one would be go to the military base. Do not even think of going to the military base without permission or riding with a blue suit or high-ranking officer. Think about it. Unless it's permission or anything, then that's fine. But if you have no permission, please don't think about going. Take your mission patrol car out of course. If you take your mission patrol out and you're not hitting the mission patrol points, and we see you riding around, you're getting in trouble. And also, last one, do not try to bribe the chief and offer money or anything for a rank up. That's not okay, and we're not going for that. It's not that serious, and that's crazy. Next one would be OSPD basic role playing rules. So let me do this real quick for y'all. Cop baiting. A lot of people like to cop bait us, and I want to tell you guys, do not fall for it. When I tell you they will, do not fall for it. Please don't, because they want you to mess up and they will report you to admins if you do mess up for any little thing and they take it serious. Soldier baiting, just same as cop baiting. Restricted base gate gathering. Gathering near the base gate is only allowed during events. I hope we do not catch anyone up at the base, the gate doing anything, especially a low-ranking officer or anyone without permission. Weapons restriction. Not allowed to take out weapons in the presence of soldiers and police. Obviously, civilians know better not to, but they still do it, and we charge them. Open carry ban. This is not an open carry state. You cannot walk around with your weapon. Yes, you have a gun license. You can defend yourself, but that doesn't mean you hold your weapon out and carry it everywhere. There's a difference between having a gun license and not an open carry state. You cannot walk around with no weapon out. Unless you're getting shot at, you're defending yourself. That's a gun license. Okay, that's fine. But if you're not getting shot at and you're walking around with your gun out, you would be charged with a 1.9, discharging a weapon in a public place. Next one is unprovoked attacks on law enforcement. They do this to us 24/7. We report them to admins. They get dealt with. Attacking a police officer when not wanted or being arrested is prohibited. Hostage taking police officers and soldiers as hostage is not. Yep, she'll be charged with a 1.9, y'all. Ain't no way. But taking hostage taking of any faction member. Listen, I only seen this done to EMS. I've seen a few with officers and soldiers, but it's not possible. You can't do that. You're breaking OSPD roleplay rules. You will get in trouble, and you record that and get banned. Mercy killing. If your friend is on something and be like, please kill me, or if anybody says, please kill me, you end up killing them, you going away for RP13 and everything. That's mercy killing. Please don't do that. Unrealistic stunts. When you chase somebody and with a car and you jump off a whole freeway and land and crash down and still going, that's so unrealistic. You have been dead / NRP in real life. So please don't do that. Unrealistic swimming. If what is it? If a criminal is swimming in the damn water for so long and you're trying to catch them, body cam medicine that up because ain't no human slash NRP could swim for like 40 minutes without getting tired and drowning. The next one is reconnection rule. If you do disconnect during a arrest or anything, just please let us know. You must connect and resume role play with the parties involved. Roleplay command response. Ignoring roleplay commands like /do is prohibited. So let me tell y'all something. We have this thing where you cuff somebody, and if you put if they put /try to break out of cuffs or unlock cuffs, and it says success, woo, let me tell you something. You gotta let them go. So to prevent that, you have to put /do double lock cuffs. Seriously, because if they hit you with that try to unlock cuffs and it's success, you gotta let go, and you could get in trouble for not obeying that. That's breaking RP. Next one would be character consistency. Repeatedly going out of character during role play is against the rule. Pretty much taking advantage. Like if you don't like how it's going and you take advantage of it, you're breaking RP. You got to continue to RP. New life rule, not returning to a place of your character. So pretty much every time we die and stuff, we cannot return back automatically. We have a cooldown. Some places is 15, some places is 30, some places is 5, some places is 10. And we'll explain that to you after. The next one is hospital spawn respect. Waiting near hospitals to harm or kill respawn players is not allowed. I see that a lot. I see a lot of people get banned for that. You cannot camp out as a civilian. Waiting for somebody and killing them outside the hospital, that's not okay. Law enforcement respect, demonstrating a realistic fear and respect for law enforcement. Realistic driving, driving at excessive speeds, crashing into objects, cars, or players is prohibited. Accident responsibility, not driving away as if nothing happened after being involved in an accident. If you accidentally VDM somebody, please stop and be like, are you okay? I'm sorry, this and that. Like, if it was an accident, dude, make sure. If you hit somebody's car and it's bad and you flip them, unflip them. Please stop. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead and stop. Larry, can you please stop, sir? Next thing would be, that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys a few questions. And it's okay if you guys don't know the answer to these questions, okay? So, Kings, what is a RP8? King. Hey, Jayla, can you check if he's AFK? King, what's RP8? I can't hear you, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I don't remember that one. I'm sorry.
Fear, what's an RP8?
It is a lack of game activity from a player for more than 5 minutes.
Perfect. Kelsey, what's RP13? Oh, okay. Gar, what's RP13? He's probably doing it as well. Larry, what's RP13?
The NRP of faction members.
Non-RP?
Yes, non-RP of faction.
Perfect. Lonnie, what's RP14?
Sexual harassment.
Oh, good, good. You guys are actually paying attention. That's what I'm talking about. King, what's a 1.4?
That was the
I finished my macro.
Oh, you're doing your macros?
yes, I'm the macros.
Okay, you're fine then.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're okay. So do anyone have any questions? Any type of questions? You're confused or anything about any? No question is silly. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Alright, you said flip your car? What if a pedestrian hit